So I'm doing something completely crazy. I have decided to record my time going through Graves' disease. I was watching the Lizzie Bennett diaries and I was like, whoa, maybe I should do that. But I don't really have anything interesting going on except if you count the fact that I have a very significant disease at 20 years old. So about Graves' disease. Essentially, it is a immunodefection. My immune system is not working well. It's creating something it's not supposed to. That's interfering with the way my thyroid normally functions. So the result of this is that my thyroid is going haywire. It's producing more T4 and T3 than it needs to, and not enough THS. I think that's it. It's either TSH or THS, a thyroid hormone. It's not producing enough of that. So here are some of my symptoms. My skin is dry. Did you know that, keeping your skin moist, healthy, is part of the thyroid's function? To be fair, it is, an organ. But, anyways. Also affects my diet. Let's see, skin, diet. It has affected my heart rate. And that, with the stress of school and the stress of not knowing what's going on, has elevated my heart rate to over 100 normally. Let's see. I don't fall asleep easily. That's actually one of the symptoms. You don't go to sleep. Yay. Your brain doesn't work like it's supposed to. Technically, your brain tells your body to produce these things so it works well. But if something else in your body is going haywire, but something else in my body is going haywire. So this is saying the wrong things to my brain. My hair is actually kind of brittle at the end, so it's I'm not losing mass amounts of hair, and I don't really have diarrhea or anything. I've actually had more constipation than I have diarrhea. But we're working on this. So, I've been to the doctor several times. I had a blood test to see what's available, what's going on in my blood, what hormones are there, what isn't there, what vitamins are there, what isn't there. And it left a big bruise on my arm because they took. So have any of y'all taken a blood test and they've taken a vial of blood, to check a couple things, or maybe 2 vials of blood. They took 6 vials of blood. There are definitely people who've had more vials of blood taken, but 6. It left a bruise. I don't know, the process actually went pretty well. The lady was kind enough, who was, drawing my blood, was kind enough to talk to me about the beach. She was like, okay, go to a happy place, beach, listening to music. I'm like, beach? Do you like going to the beach? She does. I won't say anything more about it, but she is amazing. Lord bless this woman. Let's see. Yeah, so at this point, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different medications. So of course I take 7 pills with each meal. Not each meal. I take 7 pills at breakfast, 7 pills at dinner. With breakfast, I take vitamin D and iron. Because, I kind of added that. Because, you need iron. Let's go ahead and boost my iron levels. Vitamin D, iron. I'm taking Thyrocalm, which is an herbal substance that I take that's supposed to supplement my thyroid and help it work correctly. It tastes green. I don't know how else to say this. It doesn't taste like any particular substance. It tastes green. It's not the best taste in the world. Let's see if I can play this out. Mix grass together with some thyme, maybe oregano, mix in some basil. Just mix it up and then eat it raw. And that's what it tastes, but in condensed form. I don't actually taste it. I feel it going back in my throat, and it's very green. I've grown to detest it. Oh well. So I take 3 Thyrocalm pills at breakfast and dinner. And then I take a vitamin C. I'm taking vitamin C. That's it. I take a vitamin C pill with breakfast and dinner. And I take a magnesium pill with breakfast and dinner. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pills. I have 2 left, which is about right. So with breakfast, I take iron and vitamin D. With dinner, I take zinc and vitamin K. My doctor and I and my family are hoping that this supports my immune system and says, okay, you no longer need to produce this. You are no longer stressed. We are supporting you. You're doing good. You know, I don't know. It's a Graves' disease. Yeah, so I noticed it about 5 weeks ago. It was the last Thursday of April, 2021. I noticed a lump forming on my throat. See that? That's not supposed to be like that. Look at pictures of normal necks. You know, they'll be like smooth all the way down. They won't have a bump, a goiter. I have a goiter. I'm 20. Give me a minute. So yes, I noticed it about 5 weeks ago. Actually, closer to 4 weeks ago. Anyways, noticed it about 4 weeks ago. We started doing stuff, and it has resulted in me having Graves' disease, likely other diseases as well. And I can no longer eat sugar, wheat, or dairy. Yeah. Sugar is fairly easy to cut out of one's diet. You can supplement it with honey, with maple syrup, heck, maybe even with agave nectar or something like that. It's supplemental. You can do something about it. Wheat, I mean, that's a bit harder, but it's not like the end of the world. Dairy, if you're just getting rid of dairy by itself, I mean, sure, you're going to end up going more whole foods directions, but hey, you can still have most breads. Or, you can make bread with supplementing like almond milk or oat milk or something. All 3 at once. I'm trying to put up a good face in front of my family because, they see the most of me. And I'm trying to put on a good face in front of myself because otherwise I'm going to sink into despair. I'm cutting out so many foods out of my life. I walk into the pantry and I see, protein bars, and I can't have them because they have gluten and sugar. I can't have tacos. Or at least normal tacos because I have to use corn tortillas now and I can't use cheese. It's a lot of little things you don't think about. I can't have normal scrambled eggs anymore. Sunday nights we have breader. And so last night we were doing bacon and scrambled eggs. So what we do with our scrambled eggs is really cool. We cook the bacon in the pan, then we remove the bacon, we pour some of that excess grease into the bacon grease jar. We throw the scrambled eggs in there, all the eggs and milk and bacon grease goodness, and it's amazing. My dad forgot that I can't have normal milk. And so he comes bringing these amazing scrambled eggs, and my mom says, does that have whole milk in it? Does it have milk in it? She can't have milk. I'm doing my best to be positive. But I mean, it's this or taking medicine that will likely destroy my iodine, or destroy my thyroid, or at least a part of it. I'm not sure I want to do that. I hope this doesn't last my entire life. I mean, I have hope. I believe that when I die, I will ascend into heaven. And that there, everything will be perfect. I will no longer have any diseases. My body will be perfect. And I'll be able to rejoice and be glad in God that I can worship Him for all of eternity, and I won't have Graves' disease, but I'm 20. This isn't when I pictured what would happen. It really isn't. It's typical in women, it's more common in women over the age of 30. The 30 to 50 range, I've looked. It's just upsetting that it's happening to me so young. I mean, heck, if I was 30, I would have had that many more years to enjoy. I'd be able to enjoy chocolate pie. It has everything I can't eat. The crust has wheat in it. The filling has sugar and dairy in it. My mom's chocolate pie is really good. Her apple pie is amazing. We call it the fat apple pie because she includes 5 pounds of apples. 5 pounds of apples in her apple pie. I won't be able to eat it. We won't be able to do our normal Christmas and New Year's Eve traditions. Our traditions are to have chocolate cake for breakfast. And it's amazing. It's a happy birthday Jesus cake. Because when you're a kid, how do you know you're celebrating your birthday? Cake and ice cream and stuff like that. So I would have cake. We would have cake every morning. Well, Christmas morning. That's the only morning we have cake. And for New Year's Eve, we would have fondue. We would make cheese and chocolate fondue. With the cheese, we would use bread. We would use veggies like cauliflower, broccoli, carrots. And this cheese would be so good. It'd have so many cheeses in it. And it would include some sausage. We would even eat meats in it. And for the dessert, we would have chocolate fondue. This chocolate fondue, we would dip marshmallows, strawberries, pineapples, bananas, pound cake, angel food cake. Dude, it's so good. I can't have any of that. It's just going to be hard getting used to this new reality. It's going to be difficult. And that's why I'm starting this. I'm documenting my time going through Graves' disease. I don't know if I'll put it on YouTube or something. I'd have to go through a lot of work editing it and listening to my own voice. You know how that goes. And I don't really have a whole lot of proper equipment. I'm doing this on my phone. I'd have to find proper ways to do this. Nothing else is going on in my life except Graves' disease. I'd just be talking about any new improvements, any new doctor's visits, stuff like that. I don't know. But I think I need this for me, I need to have this documented. So I can, see progress, Is it too much to hope that it's already getting better? Is it too much to pray that this affliction will leave me soon? I don't know. I just don't know.